Some viewers may find this content disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. My creatures of the night, yes, it is once again midnight lycanthropy time here on StarFox Radio. It is always really fun to see everybody gathering here in the Fox Den to help spread awareness with the madness that is unfolding. Yet before we head out, please allow me to feed. Much better. That was delicious, and I really wish I could just eat and eat, but we do have things that must be dealt with. So without further ado, Brian Barber and myself are about ready to track down the Dogman in the darkness known as the Manistee National Forest.
Hi Kenny, this is Brian, and I'm calling to give you my mom's account of what happened to her in the early 1960s. And it was an encounter that late one night, everybody was sitting in their house in Newaygo, Michigan, which is very close to Manistee National Forest. They were reading and watching TV when all of a sudden a dog that they had, a German Shepherd, was barking outside. And then the dog yiped. And within a minute of the dog yiping, obviously everybody was concerned and were standing up. And that German Shepherd came through the window with the chain wrapped around its neck. The neck had been snapped. So something threw the German Shepherd through the window. Right away, my grandpa was a former World War II soldier. They pushed the china cabinet in front of the window to block the window. And as they were doing that, something began banging on the door and trying to jiggle the drawer handle and bang on the door some more. And then it stopped. My grandpa and my mom's family had 7 children, 4 boys, 3 girls. He grabbed all the boys and gave them all guns. They went outside with flashlights, and it was hazy. They could hear something walking around and something growling, but they couldn't see anything with the haze. Even with the flashlights, it wouldn't get near enough. So my grandpa didn't want to get ambushed. What they did was they got out the ladder, they climbed on the roof, and the 4 boys each had a flashlight, and my grandpa had like a spotlight for like shining deer and stuff, and they sat up there and they were gonna get a clear shot. They were gonna shoot if whatever it was came back. At one point they did get a clear view of something big, black, with a great big wolf's head on it. Wasn't a safe shot. Then it kind of disappeared into the haze, and then began still walking around, kind of growling, and you could hear it just outside the flashlight range. They sat up there till dawn, and it was only an hour or so before dawn was when they could hear whatever it was walk off. So they stayed up there with, everybody had a rifle or a shotgun all night. And then when dawn came, they went down, they finally climbed down off the roof, went inside. That was when they figured out that the German Shepherd had his neck snapped. And so it wasn't shortly after that the family did wind up packing up and they moved to Lake Ann. That's their story that I had heard when I was younger. And so I didn't want to repeat it until I asked my mom more details. So, she again repeated the fact that the dog got thrown through the window with the chain wrapped around its neck. So whatever it was impossibly strong. The drawer jiggling and banging, which was really odd, that the fact that something that big and strong would try the door, but that's what it was. And they sat up there the whole night in the freezing cold with rifles and shotguns waiting and hoping to get a shot at this thing. And they never did have any problems after that. So, but it was at the Manistee National Forest, which was a hotbed of activity, and this was back in the early 60s before it was popular to talk about this. That's why the story never got retold until now.
Thank you for everyone who once again invested some of their valuable time in watching Midnight Lycanthropy here on StarFox Radio. If you do enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, and share it. Let the algorithm realize there is truth out there, and there is more than just creepypastas. Until next time, stay safe, and I will see you very soon.